Right, 6 o'clock now, and we're also talking about Groundhog Day. Tomorrow is Groundhog Day. Today, I'm asking you, what would you name your groundhog? You have a pet, little pet groundhog. Rob said Bob.
Who has one? Who is a pet?
Who's got a pet groundhog? There are pets. People have their little pet groundhog. So what would you name yours? Laura says Tom. Tom Brandon. You would name yours, right? Yeah. Bob. What would you name yours? Okay, so when Lance Turner comes in here, we'll talk about some more names. So keep them coming. Use the hashtag Beyond11 if you choose to put the name of your groundhog on Twitter, or you can go to Facebook. We have it right up top on the THV 11 page. Name your groundhog right here. Love the names. We'll have more coming up. More clouds moving in today. We go from a little bit of a weather transition. Sunshine and mild temperatures yesterday, middle 70s, getting just a couple of degrees away from a record high. Today, we'll see those numbers correct a bit, back in the mid 60s. Then tomorrow, the 40s return, and we can't rule.
Tom, thanks. Today, President Trump's Supreme Court nominee Neil Gorsuch meets with lawmakers on Capitol Hill as he tries to secure his confirmation.
The president's pick drawing reaction across partisan lines. After the announcement, demonstrators gathered outside the Supreme Court to protest Gorsuch as the pick.
And while Republicans like House Speaker Paul Ryan and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell praised the decision, Democrats were far more critical. The Democratic National Committee called him a, quote, right-wing ideologue. Democrats have vowed to fight Gorsuch's confirmation.
I look forward to speaking with members from both sides of the aisle, to answering their questions and to hearing their concerns.
In the past, Gorsuch has sided with religious employers in a case over the Affordable Care Act contraceptive mandate. If confirmed, he would become the 5th conservative judge out of 9 justices on the bench.
Meanwhile, Governor Asa Hutchinson agreed with President Trump's pick, calling Judge Gorsuch an accomplished conservative with impressive credentials whose adherence to our Constitution is rock steady. He said he's looking forward to Gorsuch's confirmation.
While Senator Tom Cotton says he is looking forward to meeting Judge Gorsuch. He says, quote, President Trump has chosen a well-respected judge with a distinguished body of work, end quote.
Amid fears over President Trump's travel ban, dozens of Mexican immigrants in Little Rock had their questions answered at the Mexican consulate. While the executive orders don't directly affect Mexican immigrants, one attorney we talked to said many of them don't understand that. He says their fears are growing stronger every day.
To the normal person, the whole process of issuing an executive order is already difficult to understand. But for the immigrant community, most of them, although they know how to speak English a little bit, they don't know the legal terms or what they mean to their specific situation. So they're just very anxious. They're very anxious to see what's coming next, what's going to happen.
A representative for the consulate says they want the community to know they're here to help and will continue to answer any questions.
6:04 now. More than 600,000 Arkansans making less than $21,000 a year will soon get a tax cut. Governor Asa Hutchinson will sign 2 bills today as part of his $50 million tax cut proposal. Last week, the Senate unanimously approved the bills. And a bill that would allow professors to carry a concealed gun on campus goes before the House tomorrow. Yesterday, subcommittee members moved the bill forward after 3 hours of debate. Representative Charlie Collins from Fayetteville introduced that bill and says he thinks it will further protect students and others on campus. But one woman who opposes it says she's worried it will do more harm than good.
We'll have prominent faculty leaving our university system. We'll have students deciding to go somewhere else where there won't be guns in their classroom.
Representative Collins says he thinks concealed carry holders in Arkansas are responsible enough to handle this.
6:05 right now. Finally, some progress being made on the 2-lane stretch of Canis Road in Little Rock. Utilities have to be relocated before the city can actually start construction, widening the road there, but the dirt has already been turned.
The city of Little Rock says the design plans still need to be finalized and it will begin taking construction bids soon. Once the project is complete, the road will be curbed and gutted. This is one of the largest funded projects the city has ever taken on.
It's going to be going from 2 to 5 lanes, so that's going to be a big difference there.
Headache right now, but it'll be good in the long run, hopefully.
Yep. Coming up, we're less than 2 weeks from Valentine's Day. Time to start picking out your gifts for your loved ones.
But you can't forget about your four-legged best friends, right? We'll give you some ideas to show your pups how much they're loved after the break. Tom?
They made cookies for Rob in the shapes of dog biscuits.
That's a knee slapper right there.
Thank you. You should try one, Rob. Try one of those. Yeah, here's a look at the extended forecast. For those of you leaving the house right now, I'm just going to put it all out there. 64 today, much colder tomorrow. Friday, Saturday will be cool days. Rain chances remain in the forecast. Coming up, what would you name your groundhog? We'll be right back.
Hey, good morning, guys. We are at the Mosaic Templars Cultural Center here in downtown Little Rock. And we got some friends here making some clay pots. We'll tell you more about that coming up here pretty soon.
6:09 is perfect outside, and the good news is the traffic is perfect as well.
Yep.
It's almost Friday. It's almost Groundhog Day. We're out of January. Give us some more good news.
It's not raining.
It's not raining.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not raining, and things are looking good out there. No major concerns.
No concerns right now. Everything's flowing smoothly, so hopefully everybody will keep up the good work.
Taking a look at our THV 11 traffic app right there. A lot of green on the screen throughout the Little Rock area, Central Arkansas. How about our safe speed locations this morning?
Arkansas State Police will be on Highway 3.
Now, weather from the Crane Kia Weather Garden.
All right, here we are, first day of February. February the 1st tomorrow is Groundhog Day, but if you want to get that weather person in your life something special, February 5th is National Weather Person's Day, which happens to be on a Sunday. Man, well, I guess I'll miss out on that one, huh? But you can be nice to Marielle Ruiz, who works Sunday. Let's check weather conditions for you this morning. And outside, we're at 48 degrees, calm wind, pressure 29.97. We had a southwest wind yesterday that brought more warmth to the state. We hit the mid-70s. We weren't that far from a record high for that date, for January 31st. Now,
Enough with the groundhogs. We're talking about dogs. When it comes to celebrating February 14th, don't forget about your furry Valentines. We're excited to have Amy here with Just Dogs Gourmet to tell us more about gift options we can get for our four-legged friends. And you know, Amy, I'm a dog lover, so this is my favorite kind of segment. That's my Valentine this year.
Good morning, everybody. Back here at Mosaic Templars Cultural Center here in downtown Little Rock. We got some friends, Anthony and Lyric. They are making clay pots here. I'm here with Elizabeth. You are the Director of Education here. So I guess first, tell us, what are they doing?
So we were talking earlier about this book, Dave the Potter, and what we know about him was that he was a potter, and the reason we know anything about him is that he left his mark on pottery in the 1800s. So what we're doing is, as an extension activity after reading the book, we are making our own pottery and leaving our own mark on it.
All right. And so I guess tell me a little bit about story time. What is that?
So this February 23rd, it's a Saturday in February, we are celebrating Black History Month with younger audiences by bringing them out to Mosaic and reading a couple of different books appropriate for different ages and doing different extension activities. And it's just a fun way to make sure that we have something age appropriate for everyone to celebrate the month.
Okay. And why is it so important, I guess, to include kids in learning about history?
Well, I think it's important to start at a young age. Of course, it's good to know where we came from, and so we just want to make sure that we have that opportunity for everyone. Okay,
perfect. And so if people want more information about different activities that you guys do, where can they go to?
They can go to our website, mosaictemplarscenter.com, and we've got all the information up there for them.
All right, perfect. And so, so how exactly are they making these right here? How does this work?
So they are making coil pots. Obviously, Dave the Potter used a wheel to throw, but we don't have that, so we are starting with some hand building. They're rolling out basically snakes and coiling them up into pots, and then they can choose to smooth them out if they want to, and write a poem or their name or whatever they want on those.
Neat. Well, thank you guys so much for waking up early and volunteering and doing this, making some good-looking pottery there. We'll have more here coming up in just a bit. Back to you guys.
Raven, thanks. Tomorrow is Groundhog Day, in case you haven't been watching the show at all today, which makes today Groundhog Day Eve.
And Tom Brandon's getting ready. He's been asking you what you would name Your groundhog. All morning long. Now it's Lance's turn, right?
Lance Turner. All right, so we got Bob, we got Tom Brandon from Laura. Lance Turner. You know, this is a fun thing. We've been talking about movie trivia, you know, during the break and everything. What was your groundhog?
This is kind of dumb. I was thinking Shadow. You named him Shadow?
Yeah, I've had that answer, so
okay.
pick another.
Okay, well,
it's already been taken.
Well, I said Bill Murray yesterday,
yeah,
but that's
that
been taken too.
Well.
So
yeah,
I don't know.
You got to dig deep, Lance.
Eric the Groundhog.
Eric the Groundhog.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Boring. Seriously?
Eric the Groundhog.
It's kind of iffy. So what are you saying on social media? Here we go. Let's go to our little groundhog page here. Got some great names. A caller from the newsroom said Jake. Called in. A mysterious caller said Jake. I hope he didn't have us confused with State Farm when he called. He was looking for Jake from State. All right, so here we go. This is from LaRue Linson. Groundhoggy McGroundhog face. You like that one? That's creative. It's more creative than Eric or Bob, to be exact. How about Carmen Reed? She says Groundy. Groundy the Groundhog. All right, and one more. Jason Stacks is wrong. That's right. The groundhog's only right 30% of the time, which is right, wrong. Groundhog's right 30% of the time, which has us beat by a whole 1%. We're right 29% of the time. There you go. So there you go. Thank you. Keep those coming in. Tomorrow we will share some more groundhog names. Lance Turner's coming up with Arkansas Business in a moment. And as you begin your Wednesday morning, first day of February, 45 in Batesville, 40 in Jonesboro, 39 Arkadelphia, 39 Harrison. Got some 30s, 40s, and even a few 50s. Your timeline today, we start off mostly sunny to partly cloudy. Clouds gradually building in. Even this afternoon, very, very small chance of rain. About a 10% likelihood of rain today. Here's your extended outlook. As we look on down the road, 46 tomorrow for Groundhog Day. The weekend, Friday, Saturday, look pretty chilly. We warm things up a bit Sunday. Our rain chances 20 to 30%. It is now time to turn things back to Mr. Turner himself with a look at your business headlines.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Tom. Now look at your Arkansas business headlines. And Walmart is ramping up its continuing battle with Amazon by taking on Amazon Prime's shipping service. Walmart says it's aiming to cut shipping time from 3 to 5 days to 2 days on 2 million of its most popular Walmart.com items. It also cut the spending necessary for free shipping from $50 to $35, and it removed an annual fee to use the service. Amazon Prime, meanwhile, costs $99 a year, but it also includes streaming music and video services. Meanwhile, USA Truck of Van Buren has a new CEO. The company's CFO, James Reed, has replaced former CEO Randy Rogers. Reed joined USA Truck back in November, 5 months after the company's previous CFO resigned. The company gave no explanation as to why Rogers is out. And Axiom Corporation of Little Rock reported net income of a little more than $1 million in the third quarter. That's up from $1.4 million loss in the same quarter last year. Revenue was up as well by 1% to $223.2 million. And finally, Arkansas Children's Northwest gets another donation. Joni and John Dyer have donated $1 million to the Springdale Hospital's construction. Their contribution among $57 million in donations for the project so far. That hospital is set to open in January. With a look at your Arkansas business headlines, we'll send things back over to Rob and Laura.
Lance, thanks. It is February the 1st, but some creative kids at Western Hills Elementary already getting into the Valentine's Day spirit. They use their art skills to spread some love to the men and women who serve our country.
The kids wrote handmade Valentine cards for veterans at the local VA. They say they were happy to share their letters and drawings.
My dad, he was in the military. He was probably gone for my 2 years when I was born. And I want to make cards for when I saw him for the first time, how I felt, so that way they feel what I feel.
Their messages are so neat. They'll really want to brighten somebody's day. They really want just somebody to feel awesome when they open their card and get a heartfelt message and a original designed artwork. They really are thinking about who's going to get my card and how is this going to make them feel.
Well, I'm writing like Happy Valentine's Day and thank you for your service, and like do little hearts and squiggly lines around the hearts.
Yeah, anyone who's ever served will tell you the joy when they get to open something, whether it's mail from home, whether it's a card from a stranger, whatever it is.
Makes their day, probably makes their entire week or month even, depending on how it's going.
Absolutely, they deserve it. Still to come on a THV 11 this morning, we'll tell you more about President Trump's Supreme Court nominee and his career, including how his confirmation will affect the Supreme Court.
Plus, If you drive an electric or hybrid vehicle, you'll want to listen up. The results are out in a new crash test. We'll tell you how certain cars stacked up.
More THV 11 this morning coming up after the break.